guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Teaching Tech. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel for more videos like this. In this video we are going to learn about AC curve and why it is U-shaped. So here we go. First of all, let's learn about what is average cost. By average cost we mean the total cost per unit quantity produced or output, or we can say it as the addition of fixed and variable cost gives us total cost, which when divided by the output gives us average cost in short period. The formula to calculate average cost is total cost upon output. So let's have a look at the figure of average cost. Here x-axis represents the quantity and y-axis represents the cost. O is the point of origin and B is the minimum point. In this figure, when the number of quantity produced or output increases, you can see that the average cost falls and becomes the minimum. But as the number of quantity of output increases or goes on increasing, the average cost increases. The main reason for average cost to be U-shaped is AC curve follows the law of variable proportions, and according to the law of variable proportions, if the number of units of a variable input is increased, keeping other inputs constant, how output changes is the concern of this law. So the reasons for AC curve to be U-shaped are: when the law of increasing returns or economies of scale operates in production, the average product increases and becomes maximum, and the average cost falls and reaches its minimum. Here, as the output increases, the average cost falls because the law of increasing return operates in production. Whereas, when the law of diminishing returns or diseconomies of scale operates in production, the average product decreases and the average cost rises. When the number of output or quantity produced increases along with the production, the average cost ultimately increases because the law of diminishing returns operates in the production. Therefore, the shape of AC curve is U-shaped as it follows the law of variable proportion. We can compare the law of increasing returns with economies of scale and the law of diminishing returns with diseconomies of scale. Here, by economies of scale we mean a firm will achieve economies of scale when the total cost per unit reduces as more units are produced. This is because even though the variable cost increases with each unit produced, the fixed cost per unit will reduce as the fixed costs are now divided among a large number of total products. But the reason for this economies of scale is lose touch with the customers. When the business expands and more number of variable inputs or variable factors are applied in production, the business lose its touch with the customers, as well as managers lose touch with the workers as the number of workers or laborers increase in production, as well as communication problems arises because the business is so large. So economies of scale and diseconomies of scale are also the prime reason for average cost curve to be U-shaped. While talking about the increasing returns and diminishing returns, the causes for increasing returns are: at the beginning, the fixed factors are under utilization. When more and more units of variable factors are added, utilization of land increases rapidly. And another reason for the operation of increasing returns is that As more and more units of labor are employed, the efficiency of labor ultimately increases. This is because of the advantage of division of labor and specialization. In return, they produce more and more, or the company or the business achieves more and more amount of output, relating to the decrease in the average cost. But when the business increases, that is, the law of diminishing returns operates in the business, more and more workers are employed in order to have larger output, and total product increases at diminishing rate, resulting in the average cost to rise. If diminishing return did not occur, we could have grown sufficient amount of food even in piece of land by using more variable factors. But we if we had done so, we would not have faced the problem of food shortage and overpopulation in the country. So, in contrary, we can say that as output increases, average cost decreases. At some point, it becomes minimum, and after that, when the output increases in diminishing rate, the average cost increases. So, the shape of average cost is U-shaped.